G'day Throttlers, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be doing my first ride review style of video of the year. Now it's not a full review. Indian Motorcycles Sydney have got the brand new Indian Challenger and they're having a demo day. So normally I would have a bike for a whole day or even a couple of days to give you a really good impression of it. On this occasion I've only got it for 15 to 30 minutes, but it'll be a really good way to have a quick look at the bike, a broad overview, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on one in the future for a longer period of time so I can give you a better idea about the Indian Challenger. Look, I'm really excited. I think the Indian Challenger and the Indian brand in general are changing the bagger industry, the big cruiser industry. It's super exciting. Obviously, I'm a Harley guy, but I'm really excited by what Indian's bringing to the market at the moment, and I think that it can only improve the whole industry as well, including Harley-Davidson. It'll push them to their limits to be able to create some better bikes as well. So anyway, let's jump on the street glide, head out to Indian Motorcycles Sydney, and we'll check out the brand new Indian Challenger. Alright, here we are, the Indian Challenger, the new Indian performance bagger. Might turn that radio off. Alright, off we go. Alright, now as I said in the lead up, I do only have this bike for a very short time. It's a demo day, there's only one bike, and this is it. So there's lots of people that need to ride it today, and I'm only one of them. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to get a bit more saddle time in this. But for now, it's just this one little wrap around 5-dock, and then back again. So my initial impressions, just sitting down on it, is the seating position's in a really good spot. It's, you know, it's exactly what you'd expect. These handlebars, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but they're really raked back a lot to get you into a good seating position. There's plenty of airflow, vents to come through the fairing, so I'm assuming that that means that it's a nice low buffeting style of bike when you're travelling at speed. Hey, that's a good start to a test ride. Alright, so as you all know, I'm coming off a Street Glide Special 114 with the Stage 2 kit, and I did not choose a Harley because I think Harleys are better. I chose it because it's been a bit of a dream bike in my life, and I was finally able to get it. Now, one of the things I really think about Indian, what they're bringing to the market, is bringing really solid modern technology into a category that's been notoriously lacking in moving forward. And Indian are killing it when it comes to building cruisers that straight out of the factory are comfortable and they sound good too, and this is no exception. This Challenger, it's really comfortable. Seating position's great for me. I'm 5'10", 100 kilo, and I just feel like it was actually built for me, to be really honest. Now the engine's really smooth. Obviously you either like smooth style engines or you don't. Again, just going back to my Harley, I've got a cam in mind, so it is lumpier than the normal Milwaukee 8, but this is just beautiful and smooth. And there's something to be said when you're on a bike a lot and you're doing distance a lot. There's something to be said for a really nice, smooth, powered engine. All right, let's get down onto the water. All right, what I'm noticing already is how balanced the bike is. So even at low speeds, it's just really controllable. It feels a whole lot lighter than it really is. That's partly to do with the fixed fairing, no doubt. And partly to do with just the way Indian are building their bikes. The fairing position is in a good position. I prefer this to the Road Glide. So the Road Glide has the entertainment unit and the system above the speedo and tacho, so reversed. And I think it's more important to have your speedo and your tacho up near your eye line, so you only have to glance a short way down to be able to see. I think it's a better safety feature, it's better ergonomics, and then if you really want to come down and do your adjustments down here, you can. That's only personal opinion, of course, but I just think that's more sensible. Beautiful day here in Sydney town today, folks. Sun's out, everyone's walking around the bay, and it's a bit warm to be wearing riding gear. But it's never not a good time to ride a motorcycle, especially something that's brand new and something that's leading the industry in tech for the style of bike that it is. Now again guys, if you're watching this and you're expecting a full review, you're not getting it. There are plenty of solid reviews out there. This is just a demo ride, test ride. I've only got the bike for 15 minutes today, just due to the amount of interest there has been in people wanting to test ride this today. And so all I'm offering is my first initial thoughts and basic thoughts about the product. To Indian Sydney or Indian Australia, I would love to get my hands on one of these for a bit more time in the near future. And in fact, I am heading out to Silverton in May to support the world record attempt of the amount of Indians in one parade with Chris Keeble, the Aussie and the Indian. So, if by any small, slim chance that Indian Australia wants to supply me a bike to head out to Silverton with and be involved rather than just film, I would be eternally grateful. All right, let's get this back to its rightful owners. Now we're only travelling at low speeds, but just flicking it from left to right, really manoeuvrable. It actually feels like a standard bike or a sports bike from a left to right point of view. That sounds stupid, I know, but it just feels like it's half the size that it really is. Now, one of the things that I'm really loving about a lot of the Indian baggers, perhaps even all the Indian baggers, is that this windshield on the fairing is electronic controlled lowering and raising. So again, I'm harking back to my my street glide that I have, and I've had to put a larger fairing on that just to stop helmet buffeting. And I don't think the Street Glide Specials ever come with a suitable windscreen, obviously because they're trying to go for that slimline, low profile look. But with this one, you can obviously have it as low as you want it or as high as you want it. Now I'm assuming that this switch, let me go through this roundabout and let's have a play with the windscreen. So is this it? No, that's stereo. Maybe this, oh, here we go. That makes more sense. The one with the helmet and the windscreen picture on it. Right there. All right. So let's see how high the windscreen goes. Oh, we're traveling at bloody 0 speeds. All right, that's at full height. So for me, sitting here at 5'10", I'm looking over the windscreen, which is ideal. And I would say the windscreen's probably sitting about an inch or two below my eyesight level, or my eye level, which is absolutely perfect. Great clear vision down through it onto the road, but it's at the perfect height when I'm looking over it. Now, I can't tell you whether it's affected the buffeting or not because I'm only travelling at snail's pace today. But it's nice that you have that option. I'm sure that at highway speed, that would make a really big difference to the wind protection that you have on this bike. Now, being a big bagger, with a fairing and a windscreen, in the Australian summers, it gets mighty hot sitting in behind the fairing and the windscreen, especially when you're sitting in a bit of traffic. And that's where being able to lower the windscreen is an amazing option. Man, what is it with crazy drivers today that don't even look over their shoulders? P-plater too. Anyway, back to the windscreen. So you can have it lower and allow more wind flow through to you, so you can stay cooler on a warm day as well when you're travelling around urban areas or on hot days. Really cool. Now, I'm not going to have time to go through the entertainment system on here, the radio, the stereo, the navigation. I mean, there are plenty of videos out there, guys, and hopefully if I get the opportunity to have one of these for a longer period of time, I will definitely go through absolutely everything in detail. But today is just a simple first ride, demo ride on board this bike. I will say that the riding position and the riding feel of this Indian Challenger is far superior to the Harley Street Glide. Now, I'm saying that as a Street Glide special owner, and I love my Harley. There's absolutely no two ways about it. I really do love it. I'm not bagging Harleys, but this is comfy. Straight out of the box, so much more comfier than my Harley. I really like it. I'm really impressed. I'd love to hear it with a nice set of pipes on it. I'd love to jump on a highway at about 110 and get a feel for it. Oh, there's a nice little wind deflector down here. That's something that's obviously needed to reduce the buffeting as well. Yeah, very impressed. Even the hand grips are nicer than stock Harley ones. I think Indian are really bringing the fight and the challenge to Harley-Davidson. I think they're doing a really good job of it. I know Harley-Davidson is losing a little bit of the market share when it comes to big twins, and I can certainly see why. It's and I know Indians aren't for everyone. Like, Harley are never going to die. They are certainly a brand that are going to be around forever. They are making changes as well to try and stay up with the future and with the younger generation coming through. There's no doubt about that. But Indian is certainly increasing its market share, and I think they're actually making Harley become a better company by pushing the envelope a little bit. Competition is good for everyone, especially consumers. Let's do a quick squirt. Nice. Acceleration is awesome. That's the only opportunity I've had to accelerate, but it is awesome. It feels good. It's instant. No hesitation at all. But we're rolling back up into Indian again now. This is all new roads. I haven't been through here before, so I think that I'm going the right way. Ashfield, Parramatta, let's hope so. I'll let the next rider take this for a spin. I wonder if that surge is normal. Oh, now it's plateaued out a little bit. This bike's only got 26 kilometres on it, so it is a brand new bike. So I'm sure that it's probably going through a bit of a run-in period as well. Sorry, I tell a lie. Is that 700? I don't know. No, that's the range down there. Anyway, Parramatta, Blue Mountains. Let's hopefully we go this way. Sydney is changing so much. All these new roads that are coming in and tunnels, and it's a good thing. Let's get in this left lane because around the corner is exactly where we want to be. Alright, my initial wrap up of the brand new Indian Challenger is, if you're in the market for a bagger or a tourer of any type, whether it be Harley, whether it be Indian, whether it be Honda, BMW, this is definitely one that needs to be in the mix, especially if you're into the V-twin market, and especially if you're into the American V-twin market. Do yourself a favour, go down to your local Indian dealer, and bear in mind, in the next 12 months in Australia, there are going to be more and more independent Indian dealers opening up too, as Polaris changes its business structure in Australia. So I've got a video coming out about that real soon, about the new structure in Australia for Indian motorcycles. Up until now, it's just been the factory brand that's ran the shops, from my understanding. But now it's going to be more independent shops in the future. So stick around for that. That video will come up real soon. But get down to your local Indian dealer. Take one of these for a ride when they're available. I have a feeling this might be the only one in Australia at the moment. But definitely needs to be on your consideration list. Now again, I apologise guys, this has only been a very short review, a very undetailed review because I haven't got a lot of time with the bike. But I just wanted to give you my initial riding impressions. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a big thumbs up. Beautiful bike. Anyway guys, until the next video, throttle on, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.